this on?
Is this thing on?
Mute.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's on, but they don't have it. There we go.
There you go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are here to recognize and celebrate West Haven's Vietnam and Vietnam-era veterans. We have more than 150 veterans here. You are such a patriotic town. Please give them a round of applause. And we are going to ask you if you would please stand for the posting of the colors. The West Haven Police Department Honor Guard will post the colors. And if you could remain standing if you're able for the posting of the colors, the national anthem, and the pledge. I'd like to invite Paige Kenny to please come up and sing our country's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Paige, thank you so much. That was beautiful. And I'm going to invite Mr. Edward Wolkowitz, who is one of our veterans, to please lead us in the pledge.
Thank you, Susan Bysiewicz. It's an honor for me to lead off on the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remove your hats. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And if you would please be seated, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start by thanking our host today, Mayor Dorinda Borer. Mayor Borer was so enthusiastic and so excited when I told her about these ceremonies that I have been doing in conjunction with our Department of Veterans Affairs all over the state. We have done more than 100 of these ceremonies across Connecticut honoring our Vietnam and Vietnam-era veterans by town or by city. And the reason I wanted to thank the mayor is because there is no magic list in Hartford or in Washington, D.C., of all the people, men and women, who served in our United States military. And the best list actually lives at each town hall across the state, because that's where people file their discharge papers in the town clerk's office. That's where they file for their property tax exemption. So it took a lot of work by the mayor and people at the town hall and the assessors and the town clerk's office to find all of you. So please join me in thanking the mayor and all the great people at town hall. Thank you so much. And we are so honored to be here in the company of a generation of men and women who had to go through a very difficult and challenging period in our country's history, and in the presence of people who actually served in Vietnam, who had to endure some very big challenges like pounding monsoon rains, very intense urban combat, stifling jungle heat, and exposure to toxic chemicals like Agent Orange. And also, it was a very difficult time in our country's history because, sadly, the American people were divided in their opinions about the war, and sadly and wrongly, they often took their displeasure with the war out on the people who were sacrificing and risking their lives to guard the very precious freedoms that we are so blessed to have in our country. And we learned an important lesson from our Vietnam veterans. And that lesson was, no matter what you might think of our political leaders or the politics of a particular war or conflict, we must always, always support the men and women who have served our country and are putting their lives on the line and sacrificing for all of us. So thank you for your advocacy, and thank you for teaching us that very important lesson. Now, I have had the incredible privilege of going around the state to honor and thank our Vietnam veterans. And I will tell you that to the person, there are two qualities that our Vietnam veterans have. And one of them is resilience. To have gone through all that our veterans have had to go through, whether they served in country or abroad, they had to deal with a lot, especially the people who served in Vietnam. And despite all of that, here you all are, you've raised beautiful families, you have contributed so much to this community, and you have made our state and our country so much better. So we thank you for that resilience in the face of a great difficulty and danger. And the other quality that I think all of you share is a continued commitment to service. You may have stopped serving in the military, but you serve this community in so many ways, whether it's the Veterans Museum or by participating and serving in veterans organizations to help other veterans, whether it's volunteering for civic organizations or for nonprofits, or even serving in appointed or elective office. Every time I come to a town and I see our Vietnam veterans, they are the people who are most active in their communities, including this one. So your continued commitment to public and civic service is so commendable, and we thank you for continuing that service because it is so very precious. And I think it's important to remember what you have contributed to our country. And I'm going to paraphrase what President Obama said in 2012 in his memorial address at the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. And if you haven't seen it, you should go. It's very moving. It contains the names of 58,000 people who gave their lives in Vietnam. And here's what President Obama said on that day. When you returned home, you looked out for one another. You cared for one another. People weren't talking about PTSD at the time, but you understood it, and you didn't just take care of yourself, you took care of each other. And you also made it your mission to make sure that today's troops get the respect and support that all too often you did not receive. So thank you for that advocacy and service. Today, we also remember the 612 people from Connecticut who were killed in Vietnam, and there were 3 West Haven residents who lost their lives there. Please join me in honoring Raymond Blaze Guarino, Christopher Jonathan Neal, and Albert Peter Smeriglio. The United States Department of Veterans Affairs estimates that every day we are losing 530 of our Vietnam veterans every day. And this reality is one of the reasons we wanted to bring you all together and say thank you, and to say welcome home and thank you for your service. Those are things that you should have been greeted with when you returned home, and not the protesters and the jeers and the unspeakable names and the advice that you may have gotten by some of your superiors not to wear your uniforms when you returned home. We thank you for everything that you have done for our country, for our state, and for this beautiful community. It is a great honor for Governor Lamont and I to represent you every day in Hartford. God bless you, your families, our beautiful state, and our great country. Thank you so much. We're so honored to have our Commissioner of Veterans Affairs. He is the person that Governor Lamont and I have charged with taking care of more than 170,000 of our United States military veterans that live in our state. And it is my pleasure to introduce Commissioner Ron Welch.
Good evening, and good evening, and thank you so much, Lieutenant Governor Bysiewicz, for those kind words and for taking your valuable time out, as you've done on countless occasions, out of your busy schedule to honor and recognize our veterans and families. I can't tell you how difficult it is to keep up with her pace. She said she's going to visit all 169 towns and do these award ceremonies, and I know that she will. She's on a fast pace right now, hard to keep up with. To your mayor, thank you very much, Mayor, for everything you've done, your state reps and other elected officials that join us today, for your time in honoring our veterans. To those of you that served in Vietnam or in support of, we welcome you home tonight. These are the words that you should have heard when you finished your time in service or when you step back on American soil after your tour of duty. Obviously, that didn't happen. Sadly, it didn't happen. Let me share with you that my eldest son, Steve, and I are combat vets of Afghanistan and not Vietnam. I was 13 years old in 1973 when our POWs and U.S. combat service members were returning back from Vietnam. But the reason that both of us joined was because of all of you. You were our heroes and our heroes, our friends and our mentors. As young kids, my friends and I ran around the woods about 50 miles from here in southeastern Connecticut. We built foxholes, we climbed trees, we climbed the hills, we crossed the streams, we got down in the swamps. My mom wasn't real happy with us, typically. We did that. And we pretended to be you, soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen, depending on what day it was. Our uniforms and equipment most of the time included Sears and Roebuck tough-skin double-knee jeans. Remember those? Slingshots, Red Ryder BB guns, and the toy manufacturer at the time, I know this doesn't sound right, but it was Mattel, right? They came out with an M16. So if we were real lucky, maybe one of us out of 10 had one of those. I would also watch the evening news every opportunity I had to see what was going on in that foreign land called Vietnam. Enlisted right out of high school and on a challenging path to become an Army Airborne Ranger. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I would be trained by all of your peers, the drill instructors, the airborne instructors, ranger instructors, and the cadre of the unit that I served with, 2nd Ranger Battalion, out of Fort Lewis, were primarily combat veterans from Vietnam. I think we had 1 or 2 from Korea also at the time. We were never pampered. We were trained very hard in the most extreme environments, the Cascade Mountains out west, the jungles down in Panama, the Arctic up in Alaska and in Minnesota, the Mojave Desert out in California, and we did all our missions by land, sea, and air. We were held accountable for getting the mission done and accomplished, though we be the lone survivor, just like the Ranger Creed says. I would say that this upbringing really paid off many, many years later when I was a leader of a joint military team in the eastern portion, highly contested eastern portion of Afghanistan, with a team of advisors, training, mentoring, and doing combined joint operations with the Afghan security forces. And I would say throughout a lot of different challenges over 40 years that I served in the military, starting out in the trenches like a lot of you as a private, and I was really blessed to be pushed and pulled along to be able to serve as a general officer towards the end of my career. thank you very much for that. And when the chips were down, I would always say, what would my good friend, this one Vietnam vet, Steve Corden, do in this particular situation? As many of you know, last week we celebrated the 23rd anniversary of 11 September. We were down at Sherwood Island, Lieutenant Governor, with the governor and several other family members and friends, and to look at those victims during the global war on terrorism, their families, to stand up at a mic and talk about the brothers and sisters that they lost. There were 3 of them. It's heartbreaking. And to know that's where it all changed once again was on 11 September, 23 years ago. Longest war in our history, and I don't believe it ended the way we anticipated it was going to end. So now some of you, a lot of triggering events out there with Ukraine and Russia and Israel and Hamas, and then we have our friends from Iran continuing to antagonize the situation. As many of you know, after war and military service, re-entry into what some consider normal life is very challenging, and it's hard on you, it's really hard on you, and it's very difficult sometimes on our families. So isolation, suffering, and silence isn't the answer, and I'm not a psychologist, but I know as I look around here, I guarantee there are some of you that have never really processed things, talked to somebody, maybe not even your family. We've had that experience with a program I worked with before for about 6 years, and there were some vets, they just never shared. I'd encourage you to share. I'd encourage you to seek some help, and you will definitely feel better. And if you close the door with that therapist, it's 100% confidential. Please take advantage of what we have at Department of Veterans Affairs. Our 4 core missions. We have a 125-bed skilled care facility in Rocky Hill. You know how facilities have ratings. Ours is a 5-star rated facility. We have a residential program with programs and services for 150 veterans plus family housing. Our Office of Advocacy and Assistance is in Waterbury, Fairfield, next door in Milford, Newington, and in Norwich. Last June, we trained 90 municipal vet representatives on our campus, and that really is, by state statute, the first person that you should go, and that person should really help you make some connections with things like tax benefits, local social services like transportation, health services, food pantries, housing, those kinds of things. And most importantly, they can help you get in touch with our VSOs, our Veteran Service Officers that are certified. I know you're right next door to the federal VA, and these folks work for us for the state. They are certified, they are very competent, will help you fill out a claim if you've ever been injured or ill. Right now, they've helped over 10,000 in Connecticut in the past year, which has resulted in about $150 million in direct benefits back to the service member and families. And, finally, with the PAC Act, about 2 million people have been added to health care. The VA will tell you, with billions of dollars being paid out. And why not you, if you were injured or ill? So please get with one of those folks. And lastly, we have our memorial services in Middletown. It's just like a mini Arlington. If you've never been there, please visit. And across the street from our campus in Rocky Hill. I just want to mention 2 things very quickly. We just closed out our Hall of Fame nominations. We've got a lot, and fortunately, we've got a lot of time to look at them. So we're looking forward to putting that together next year, about the same timelines. The 15th of September will close out. And then lastly, we have coming up this Friday, the Veterans Stand Down. And there's some cards on the tables out front, 6 locations around Connecticut. Starts at 9 o'clock, ends at 2. All free programs and services are available. A lot of resources. Please take advantage of those. So once again, thank you for your service and sacrifice. Welcome home. Remember, you're not alone. Thank you.
Commissioner, thank you so much. It's my pleasure to introduce our host, who's been just doing a great job as the leader of West Haven, Mayor Dorinda Borer.
Thank you so much. And welcome, everyone, and thank you for being here for this very special and deserving ceremony. I want to take a moment to thank our, can you hear me okay?
That's very high.
Okay. It's a little high.
That's good.
I want to take a moment to thank our Lieutenant Governor and thank the Commissioner for all the work that you do for leading for veterans throughout the state of Connecticut. Thank you for everything you do. And I also would like to thank our state delegation, Trenae McGee and Bill Heffernan. You'll hear from both of them in a few moments. But when I was state representative prior to being mayor, your entire West Haven delegation served on the State of Connecticut Veterans Commission, and we were one of the only cities that had your entire delegation representing your city, and that is because West Haven has one of the largest veteran populations in the state of Connecticut. And a lot of that is due to our Veterans Administration, our healthcare system that's right here. So we know the good care that they give and very much value the work that they do. I also want to mention our military museum. If you have not been to our Military Learning Museum on Hood Terrace, I strongly encourage you to go. You will be very impressed. And I want to thank the volunteers. I saw Bill. I want to thank the volunteers that run that and keep that open, not only so you can visit, so that our younger generation can come, their school visits, so that they can learn everything that you went through. I also want to take an opportunity to acknowledge our Vietnam Veterans Council here in the city of West Haven, and especially Dave Ritchie. Is Dave here? There you are, Dave. Big round of applause for Dave. I will tell you, whenever I come across a veteran that is in need, and even though they're the Vietnam Veterans Council, they'll help any veteran. I call him, I'll say this veteran is sick or this veteran is lonely. He says, no problem. He takes his crew, he goes over there and he helps them, and that's what veterans do for each other. So I'm really appreciative of the work that you do in West Haven. Thanks, Dave. And also want to acknowledge Rich Desso, who is our City Hall Municipal Representative. So he went to training to learn resources for all of our veterans so he could communicate them for all our eras. So tonight, with great reverence, we celebrate you, our Vietnam veterans, and commemorate the valor of a generation of men and women who served with honor. I join the residents of our great city in paying solemn tribute to you, our proud veterans, men and women who left their families to serve courageously in the era of the Vietnam War. Today and every day, we strive to be worthy of your sacrifice. The Vietnam War is a story of patriots through more than a decade of combat over air, land, sea, and protecting us here on soil. They upheld the highest traditions of the armed forces, and more than 58,000 sacrificed all they had and all they would ever know in service to their country. Our hearts break and continue to break for the mothers, the fathers, the siblings, and the friends of all that did not see their loved one return. I want to draw your attention to the table here, and for our guests that may not know, this is called the Missing Man Table. It's a set for one, and it is the universal symbol for those that are still missing, commonly known as our POWs and our MIAs, or as you all refer to each other, as your brothers. Each piece at the table symbolizes the journey, and we encourage our guests to visit it before leaving this evening. National POW and MIA Recognition Day was established in 1979 by President Jimmy Carter, and every year thereafter it's recognized in the third week of September, and this year it's this Friday, and that's why we chose this week to honor you. Vietnam is a chapter in our country's history that we must never forget and we must continue to let others know about. Let us renew our sacred commitment to those who answered our nation's call. I salute you, our American heroes, and together we are grateful for your unwavering courage and selfless sacrifice for all of us. And tonight we provide you with the respect and the support that you have long deserved. Thank you.
Mayor, thank you so much. It's my pleasure to introduce State Representative Trenae McGee.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you all tonight, and I just want to thank Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysiewicz and the Commissioner and our very own amazing Mayor Dorinda Borer for really prioritizing and putting together an incredible event for all of us to celebrate, honor, and commemorate our veterans in West Haven. Thank you for your incredible dedication and service to our country at such a profound time. It's a privilege and honor to stand before you all. Over 8.7 million Americans served in the armed forces during the Vietnam era from 1964 to 1973. More than 3.4 million were deployed to Southeast Asia, and approximately 2.7 million of those served in the Republic of Vietnam. Presidents Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, with President Johnson as the primary president, all served in office during this time. This is an example of what I learned about the Vietnam War as a student in American history class. I know many of the stats I shared previously, including the presidents serving during this time, were known by many, and especially those who served. This was all many of us were taught, and it's not enough. We need your stories. The stories that are closer to home in the ears of impressionable young people are the ones that really make a huge difference. Of those who served were my grandfather, Trent McGee, one of the historic 300,000 African Americans to serve in the Vietnam War. He received a Purple Heart for his service. What was always so inspiring to me as a student is our fight and protection for the humanity of people here in this country and abroad, fighting for the safety of families and their American dreams. When I see you all, I not only see history, but I see the significance of your existence to tell us your stories so that they remain effectively heard in the present, giving us the responsibility to take your stories into the future. Many of you all transitioned back, having to overcome the challenge of reemerging into a society you helped to mold. Thank you for being the heroes of my country and my classroom in middle school and high school, our families, our school children, and our lives. God bless you all, and God bless America.
Trinae, thank you so much. It's my pleasure to introduce State Representative Bill Heffernan.
There we go. Good evening. Commissioner, I feel your pain. My mother also made me wear Sears Toughskins. I unfortunately had to wear the green and the mustard yellow one, so I learned how to fight at a young age, and I learned how to take a beating. But it's so great to see everyone here tonight. All the veterans, many of you I know personally. There's a lot of empty seats here, many that I've known over the years who didn't make it this far. I was just a child at 10 or 12 when the Vietnam War ended. Many of you weren't much older than that when you fought. You didn't get a parade when you came home, and we all know the story. This is long, long overdue to honor you. Trinae and I both serve on the Veterans Affairs Committee in Hartford, and we're proud to do so. So many of you came back from Vietnam, and soldiers need a mission. A lot of you went into the police department, you went into the fire department. I served in the fire department with many Vietnam veterans, and we can thank you for bringing the paramedicine, the field medic, to us. You were instrumental in what we have now as paramedics on the fire department, came from the Vietnam War and from those veterans who pushed for that. And it's about 90% of what we do now is provide medical care for our citizens. And that came directly from you. And for that, we'll be forever grateful. And we'll always be grateful for your service. And like I said, this is long overdue. It's so great to see you. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And I'd like to thank the Lieutenant Governor and the Commissioner, the Mayor and Trinae and everyone for putting this together. So, thank you.
All right, so the good news is the boring speeches from politicians are done. And the good part and the most memorable part will be as some of our veterans tell their stories. And what we're going to do in a minute is we have a traveling mic, and we're going to go around and we're going to ask our veterans to share maybe a short story about your service. Maybe you could tell us which branch of service or where you served, what you did, what you learned, up to you, but I guarantee you that this is the best part of the ceremony. And we're going to start with Mr. Wolkowitz, who's going to come up and he's asked to read a poem. So we're going to let him read a poem from the podium, and then I'm going to take a mic around, and whoever would like to volunteer, and please, let's not have only one volunteer. So Mr. Wolkowitz, will you come up and please read your poem and start us off?
Thank you, Susan.
Yep.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Yep, you're good.
Very good. My name is Specialist 5th Class Edward C. Wolkowitz. I am a Vietnam veteran who proudly served in Vietnam during the Tet Offensive. I was stationed in the Mekong Delta, an area in Vietnam where I serviced the riverboats. I also have worked on Huey Cobras, Huey gunships, and the riverboats. I recently joined an organization called the Surfside Veterans of West Haven, who is doing some magnificent things to help the fellow veterans. The president of the organization, Rich, is here tonight. I'd like to give him a round of applause of leading us into all the things we do for veterans. First of all, I would like to thank everyone involved in this recognition ceremony, especially Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysiewicz,
Yes, thank you.
Commissioner Ronald P. Welch, and Mayor Dorinda Borer. How about a round of applause for these? I also want to thank all of my fellow veterans here who served our country to keep freedom alive, the freedom that we all enjoy. How about a round of applause for them? I would like to recite a poem that I wrote 2 years ago. The West Haven VA wanted to publicize this poem. At that time, I didn't let them do so. I might do that in the future, though. But before I recite the poem, I'd like to share a short story with you of the first week that I was in Vietnam. I was on what they call a berm guard. That's a perimeter defense around our base camp. The perimeter defense people, such as me and my friend that was on the berm guard, their job is to guard our perimeter in our base camp and to report any enemy activity and to return fire if we were sniped upon. I had the honor to serve on that berm guard that night with a gentleman, a veteran that I came over to Vietnam with on the airplane. And I'd like to just tell you what happened. We were expecting a ground attack that night. What we got was a rocket attack, 122 millimeter rocket attack instead. They were throwing these rockets at us every 5 minutes. One of my ideas that I came up with is to look at my friend that was on burn guard with me and tell him, we're not going to make it out of here. His name was John. John looked at me and he said, Ed, you got to think positive. So I looked John in the eyes and I said, John, I am positive I'm not going to make it out of here. We laughed over that, we encouraged each other, and we both went home on the same airplane a year later. And now for my poem that I wrote. The name of the poem is My Guardian Angel. I've seen the jungles of Vietnam during the Tet Offensive. I slept some sleepless nights, but I always felt that the Lord was my guardian angel, who always watched over me. I never felt alone with the Lord beside me. Some nights I felt after the enemy was throwing rockets at us that the Lord might have too much on his plate. But he never faltered, watching over me. To quote some words from Lee Greenwood, I am proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died to give that right to me. I've seen some things in Vietnam that I could not have imagined. And sometimes I wondered if I would ever get out of there alive. But with the Lord on my side, I felt okay. After a while of my tour of duty in Vietnam, I felt that I could control my destiny. And with the Lord being my guardian angel, I would be okay and return to the United States safe and sound. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, our 32nd president, said that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. I say after my tour of duty in Vietnam, don't be afraid of anything. Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, so the next people who tell their stories, and hopefully somebody's going to volunteer, and I know people look at me and say, okay, who's going to volunteer? But, okay, oh, good, thank you for being the first one. Okay, just say your names.
My name is Joe Deacus. I've been a citizen of West Haven for the last 30-plus years. Been married to my wife 54 years, but anyhow, I'm with the 50-tank, I was with the 50-tank 7 cab that was stationed on K. And a funny thing, in the 2 years that I was in the service, one thing I think every veteran will never forget is their serial number. It's something that is indelibly put in your mind, and if you can tell you, the day you die, you will never forget that. And I had the opportunity to serve as a battalion commander with the 34th Chief of Staff of the United States Army. And he passed away within the last month or so, and I'm deeply grateful that I had the opportunity to meet with him. Thank you.
All right, so I'm just going to start walking. All right, Mr. Maselli, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Len Maselli. I've been living in West Haven about 54 years now. I joined the Navy in 1959. Upon graduation, I was assigned to USS Boston, CAG-1, the world's first counter-missile cruiser. It was a wonderful experience, and I think anybody that didn't go into service missed a part of their life. It took all the wrinkles out of me, they straightened me out quick. On the way back from a med cruise, we were the flagship of the Mediterranean, USS Boston. On the way back, they sent us to Cuba, and we were there to pick up survivors. Unfortunately, there was no survivors to pick up. But our guns were loaded, this, that, and the other thing, and I was a shellman, and I had a gun loaded, and I was scared. But thank God nothing happened, that's it.
All
especially those who served in Afghanistan, is the lack of a front line. We know that when we were in Vietnam, we didn't have that. Wherever we were was a combat zone. And the one story that I can tell that I think illustrates that, for me anyway, is when I was leaving Vietnam after 364 days, 2 hours, I was in Ponce Air Force Base. We were on the plane. We were taxiing down the runway. And the Viet Cong decided that was the moment that they were going to attack Ponce and our plane. And so even as we left the country, we were on the front lines. And I think we understand that more than any, I hope, any previous veterans, but especially we can support those troops that were in Afghanistan, and they know that as well as we did.
Thank you very much. Sir, can you just stand up? You have such a beautiful uniform on. Look at this. Isn't he look great? All right, he's too shy. He doesn't want to say anything, but I wanted you all to see that because it still fits. You look fabulous. You wear it every day. Okay, there you go. Thank you. All right, anybody over here? Give it a shot, sir.
My name is Luther Barnes. I served in the 82nd Airborne Paratroopers in Vietnam in 1968. We were stationed outside of Wales. We were shipped over to the 3rd Brigade to replace the ones that were killed from the 101st. But when we got over there, we didn't replace anybody because we were all under fire. I thank God for being back. I thank God for being here in West Haven once again. Praise the Lord.
All right, yep, I'm getting to you, sir. And perhaps when I go over here, there's some female veterans, and maybe with encouragement, they might say a few words. Are you passing? Don't you want to hear from a nurse? All right.
Compared to these gentlemen that have served, my life was nothing compared. I was in Las Vegas as a nurse and took care of the families, and then I was in Germany and also had units where the families were hospitalized. But it was nice being there.
We thank you for your service. Thank you so much.
My name is John Moore. I lived in West Haven since 1995. Back in 1969, New Year's Eve, I was at Fort Lewis, Washington, waiting to be shipped out to Vietnam. A couple of days later, we landed in Cameron Bay, and I hung around there for a few days, and then I got assigned to the Americal Division, and that's up in Chu Lai. That's where I was stationed. And lucky for me, with the war going on and everything, all the demonstrations, President Nixon decided to start pulling troops out, and I got lucky to be one of those soldiers. So I never spent Christmas away from home. I got back here, the day before Thanksgiving in 1970. So I attained the rank of Specialist 5, and I was awarded a Bronze Star Medal. Wow. So just let me say, like the girl in the movie, there is no place like home.
All right, we're going to go down these aisles.
volunteering now? All right.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Daniel Durham. I was in the United States Navy. One of the best things decision I ever could have made was to go into the military. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Saw a lot of good things, saw a lot of bad things. But I'm thankfully grateful that all of you have experienced the military, that have experienced the military. You know what it is to be disciplined. You know what it is to be able to understand authority. And I think sometimes as I look around at these generations today, that it would be good if many of them were part of the military service. I think that they would enjoy it, even though many think they would not enjoy it. I think that it would be good for them to understand what it is to have a brotherhood that stuck together, that meant a lot to each other. They could look at it as a family. I am so grateful. I am so thankful. My ship was the USS Donna. We transported Marines, Navy SEALs, UDT personnel. I enjoyed watching them do what they did. I learned a lot from them. So I'm glad I went into the Navy. As I said, one of the best decisions I've ever made for the brotherhood.
Right.
My name is Carol Janelle. I graduated from West Haven High, the last class, in 1963. And I got drafted in November of 63. I wound up at Fort Benning, Georgia, and I went to Vietnam with the 1st Air Cav Division. You were there too, then, huh? It was in Queen Yan that I landed on the country. And from there I went to, I was released in November of 65. And I came home. I was lucky. I became a combat medic with the 1st Air Cav Division. So I'm glad to be home now.
Thank you. My name is Reverend Joseph Bash, former and still a Marine Corps. Once a Marine, always a Marine. When I graduated from college back in 1958, I went in the Corps. And I got married in 61. I went in for 4 years. My mother and my grandmother told me after I got married, you will get out. You married and you will get out. I hesitated. I didn't want to get out because I went in for 20 years. Okay, I went in for 20. But listening to my mother and my grandmother, I got out. And I realized later on that it was not them, but they were told to tell me to get out because I became a minister. But although I'm a minister, I still am a Marine Corps vet. I'm glad I'm here tonight to see my brothers and sisters. Because every time I see you on the street, especially if you have a hat on, I like to ask, what service? If they would say Navy, oh, you're a Swabby. They say that, oh, you're in the Air Force? Oh. Air Force? What do I Army, ground force, grunts, but Marines, folks, yes, jarheads. Also, I just want to let you know that I didn't serve in Vietnam. I got out in '62, but I went in for 20 years, and I'm not sorry. Now I'm not sorry that I got out, but again, I am sorry. But the thing about it, I may not be here today if I did stay in.
Don't worry. All right, Al, you have the last word.
Thank you. My name's Al Taylor, in the U.S. Army. I went in 1960, and I went to Fort Dix, and I was taking basic in there in artillery. And I was watching these other guys jumping over this, jumping over that. I said, how do they do that? So I said to my CEO, sir, how do I go about doing that? He said, that there is airborne. Oh, really? I said, how do I go about getting that? He said, I'll talk to their CEO. So he did. And the next thing the CEO came and he said, you have X amount of time to perform, if you don't, you go back to artillery. I made U.S. airborne. I was in 82nd Airborne. Yeah. Right. Yeah, and I lived along. I went to Da Nang. I served 4 years in the Army. It was no kidding. That was hell.
Thank you so much. All right, can we have a round of applause for all of our veterans who share amazing stories? All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to announce each veteran individually and honor each one individually. And we're going to do it right where the mayor is standing. And if it is easier for us to go to you, just raise your hand when we call your name. Otherwise, just so you can anticipate, we are going to say people's names alphabetically, so you know where you are in the alphabet. And the other thing I do want to say is the mayor has arranged for a very lovely reception in the cafeteria. So we do have a lot of veterans, but no, there's nice food waiting for you when we get done with this part, okay? All right. There you go. All right, so the commissioner and I are going to be here. Renee will stay right here, and Bill, why don't you go over here next to the mayor? Okay. Help the mayor out a little bit. Okay. And then the veteran's going to go right here. Okay. All right. Take it away, Audrey.
All right, our first one is Luis Adamo. Followed by Ernesto Amaro.
All right, Mr. Adamo, we are practicing on you, so you're going to come right here, and you're going to shake hands. And we're getting a pin from the commissioner, and we thank you for your service. And you're going to take that, but I want you to come right here because we are going to give you a picture. You're going to get your picture right here. All right, perfect. And you want to shake hands with Bill Pepper. All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
Ernest Amaro, followed by Michael Amato.
Okay. Mr. Amaro, thank you so much for your service. We're so grateful. Appreciate all you did for our country, and we have a pin for you. over here, right here. Thank you so much for your service. And we have citations for you right here, okay? There you go. All right.
Paul B. Anderson. Followed by Mo Armstrong.
Flip around and take a picture. Right, we're gonna go right here, okay? Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. We're gonna go with that citation as well. No? Okay, you got a different one. There you go. Okay, perfect. Go ahead.
Raymond W. Ayers. Followed by Richard Barbarsi.
Mr. Ayers, thank you for your service. You're going to turn this way for your photo.
Luther Barnes. Followed by Bernice Barnes.
Mr. Barnes, thank you for your service. Mr. Barnes. Hi, Mr. Barnes.
Roland Barnett. Followed by Joseph Bash.
Oh, okay. Yep, come on, everybody. Okay, we'll go up there.
Moses A. Battle.
Reverend, thank you so much for your service and for telling your story. You were great. Yes. We're going to have you
Flip around and take a picture.
take the picture. There you go, because we want to make sure you get your, appreciate all you did for us. Thank you so much.
You get two. One
Oh.
from the lieutenant governor, one from the mayor.
Paul W. Bauer.
Mr. Bauer, are you related to that guy? No. Bash, okay, I'm sorry. I thought they were brothers. Okay. Okay. Why don't you turn this
Turn
way?
around and we'll take a
And then
picture.
we're going to take a picture while we're finding your citation.
There you go.
All right, wonderful.
I think he gave his to Mr. Bash. Mr. Motors.
Can we look at? Yep, sure.
We'll tell them if they got the
Mr.
wrong one.
Barnes, thank you for your service. Please take a picture. You got one? Okay. Thank you. Is this Mr. Battle? This is Mr. Bowers. Okay, never mind. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's get your photo while we're waiting. There you go. Mr. Battle.
There you
found
go.
Mr. Bash. Okay, there you go.
We'll get you yours.
Did you get your photos?
Yeah, we took a
Yes.
photo.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
All right.
One from the mayor,
Mr.
one from the
Bauer, we have your
William
citation here.
Benson.
Thank you so much for your service. Mr. Bauer, thank you very much. We really appreciate all of your
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Okay. you flip around, I'll take a photo.
We need to, like, take a nice photo. Appreciate all your things. Oh, my goodness, look at how great you look. Fabulous. He does. Thank you for your service. All right.
Arthur Bonaldo.
Down. Thank you so much. Okay. Go ahead.
Anthony Bonney. Richard F. Boyne III. Followed by William C. Breen.
Thank you for your service. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, we have a pin for you. And
Citation, we're gonna have you flip around.
Yep, take a picture. We need you to just look right at those cameras. Perfect. Wonderful. Appreciate all you did for us.
Thank you.
Mr. Breen, appreciate all you did for us.
Paul J. Buell.
Have you? All right, so you're going to look.
Followed by Stephen Carney.
Thank you so much.
Vinnie Carr Sr.
Service. You're moving pretty quick. Yeah. We're going to put you in a big photo.
Turn around for a photo.
You got to look
Turn
this way
around.
for a photo.
We're gonna take a photo with us.
Yep, there you go. Perfect.
Clifford W. Kapsner
Appreciate it.
Jr.
Thank you. Keep going.
Louis A. Silom. Followed by Howard Chernow.
Thank you so much for your service.
Hello.
We're going to put you in the
Take a
middle.
picture with you.
Yep, you got to take a picture because you can't. It's a good try to get out of it.
We're on C, so.
Good job.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Walter Chironzi.
The customary thing.
Thank you.
Should have rode your bike down.
Mr. Chernikoff, thank you so much for all your service. We were so grateful.
Hello, dear.
And we're going to take your picture. Wait a minute, hang on. We're gonna
He hates his picture taken, but too bad.
Yeah.
Professional photographer.
Yeah, turn
Yeah,
around,
it takes his own
turn around. You cannot get out of
We're
it.
gonna make you.
Right there.
Nice try.
Thank you very much. Appreciate all
I'm a
you did.
professional photographer.
I
I
know.
like the picture taken. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your
Thomas Colleran.
honor.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So much.
James Collins.
Mr. Coleman, we appreciate all you did for our country. Thank you.
John Confrancesco Jr.
Front and center. Thank you. Thank you.
Raymond Carraro.
We have a few for you here, sir. Thank you for your service.
Mr. Co-Francisco, nice to meet you. Thank you for your service.
Vincent M. Carvari.
We also have to celebrate the 100th birthday of Florence Palermo. We did it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Vin Costanza.
We're going to take a picture with you. Okay, we're going to put you right here.
Right here.
Followed by Cheryl Presta.
No.
Thank you.
Mr. Costanzo, appreciate all you did for us. Thank you.
One band of brothers to another.
There you go. Yes. Come back for your photo, because you can't get out of this part. There you go.
You were next.
Your turn. Thank you, yes.
John Cuomo.
Cheryl, thanks for your service. We put you front and center
take a
for the
picture with
photo.
you.
No, right here next to the mayor. There you go. Switcheroo. Perfect. Switcheroo. Thank you so much.
That's my job.
Yeah, you're good. We're good. People are confused. One from the mayor.
Louis D'Amato.
Mr. Como, appreciate your service to our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything.
And we're going to put you right here for a photo. You got all these cameras to look at. There you go. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Robert DeChamps.
Mr. Donato, thank you for everything you did. Thank you. We're going to put you right here.
Here, come on, ladies, get close.
There you go.
There we go. Beautiful, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Mariano Di Gregorio.
Mr. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
And we're going to put you right here for your photo, please.
Come right here.
in the middle. You've got to be front and center.
Okay.
Just look, here's the photographers. Appreciate everything you did for us. Thank you. All right, you're good.
All right, we're good.
Yep.
Thank
All
you.
set? Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Raymond Della Camera.
Thank you for your service. All right, we're moving up right at those cameras. Appreciate all you did for us.
Thank you.
There you go, these are for you.
Oopsie. Wait, sir. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service. Appreciate everything that you did for us. You're gonna, we need to have you back for your photo. Come on back here. Come on. You got all these people to take your
Calvin
picture.
Deloach.
Thank you.
Walter J. Dembizic.
Thank you for your service, Mr. Deloach.
Thank you for your service, sir. Anything for you?
Appreciate all you did for our country.
John A. Danino.
We're gonna get
Joseph Durand.
Thank you, Calvin.
Joseph Bysiewicz.
And then you gotta be in the picture. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Appreciate it. Beautiful, thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Eugene Ellis.
We're gonna check there. Great, and we have your citations. Perfect.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you for your service.
Sure. Your service, here's a pen for you.
We'll put it right in there. Perfect. Thank you for everything that you did. And we're gonna,
Convenient basket.
we're gonna. Okay. Yep.
Gotcha.
We got you. All right, ready?
Perfect job.
All right. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Okay, okay. Okay. What name is it? All right, we'll find out. Okay.
Merlin Fidunik Jr. Followed by Thomas P. Finnegan.
Thank you for your service. Appreciate all you did for our country. Thank you. Good. Glad you enjoyed it. We're gonna have you look this way, because we got all these people that wanna take your picture.
Like a movie star.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you so much.
Hello, thank you for your
Charles R. Foley.
We're gonna
look around and look at the camera.
perfect. You got all these photographers. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Bruce H. Pulaski.
Photo, and you're gonna look right into his.
Where was it?
Yeah, straight ahead.
Gary Gallus.
Nope, we're gonna get you for a photo. You gotta come back. because- Yeah, we don't let anybody go by. Great. There you go. So take those. Perfect.
Thank you, sir.
Kermit A. Gentile.
Okay, we're gonna have you turn around because we have all these people. Excited about taking a
You have
picture.
2 citations here for you as well.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Now you can come and get your pen.
Thank you very much for your service, sir.
We appreciate everything that you've done.
Louis Giampunto.
you back here because you got to get your picture.
Photo.
Appreciate all you do.
George
Thank you.
Glenn.
Tell 'em hello. Hi. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Who are you representing? Oh, thank you for doing that.
There's a pin for him.
There, wait, we have a
David
pin.
A.
We're going to
Gomez.
take your picture so you can leave your, okay?
Good job.
Thank you. Well done.
Good job.
Great.
John D. Gomez.
Over here.
Mayor Borer, congratulations. I didn't get an opportunity.
Oh,
but
thank
this-
you.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Thank you. No,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. All right. Mr. Gomez, thank you. Thank you.
Thomas
Thank you very much
Graves.
for your service. Here you go.
Appreciate all you do. Thank you. And you position, because we got ladies waiting to take your picture, and gentlemen. Perfect.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for your service.
Have your
Thank you.
citation.
Thank you very much.
Wow, look at this.
James
All
C.
you did.
Green.
I'm gonna take this off because it's gonna mess up the picture, and I'll give it back to you. Right here.
Thank you, thanks so much.
Come in here. There you go. Doesn't it look great? All right, and I'm gonna just give that back to you. Okay. Take your citations. Perfect.
Thanks again for everything. Good to see you,
Of
Tony.
course. I worry about that. I know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Where's the camera?
Thank you for your service, Mr. Green.
Thank you very much for your service, sir.
Beverly
Here's a-
Grismala.
Mr. Green, appreciate your service to our country. Come stand here for your photo because you've got a photographer meeting.
Okay.
You've got to come right here. Perfect. Great. Thank you so
There you
much
go.
for all that you did.
Thank you for your
Appreciate
service.
it. All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yes, thank you.
Perfect.
Oh, this way.
Thank you.
Richard Handy.
I really appreciate everything you do. Thank you for representing women. It's good. We're gonna look right here. Mr. Handy, appreciate.
William Hartsmore.
We appreciate all that you do.
Thank you. Oh. Yeah. The mayor, Governor Mayor.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah,
One of
that's
those.
all right.
One of
Thank you,
those.
thank you.
All right.
John Henyard.
Mr. Hartson, thank you so much for giving me a pen. I know it's a lot to hold.
We'll have to hold at once.
And we're gonna look right there for the photo. Appreciate your service to the country. Thank you.
Herbert C. Hill, Jr.
That's why they don't put me in charge of these things.
Thank you for your
Thank you very much for your service, sir. Here's a pin for you.
David K. Horton.
Right here. Okay. Appreciate all you did.
Okay, thank you.
William Holberg. David K. Hyde.
Mr. Howard, appreciate all you do. Thank you. We're gonna take a picture for you. You can't get away without a photo. Some people tried.
Thank you.
Paul G. Iverson, Jr.
We need to get you for a
Take a
photo.
picture, come stand right here.
Okay.
Gonna flip around.
Okay.
Sam?
Yep. Thank you for all you did. We appreciate it.
John P. Izzo.
Iverson, thank you for all you did. Okay. Come back
Take
here.
a picture.
All right, and you're gonna look right there. Appreciate all you did.
Thank you.
James Gerald.
Izzo, thank you for your service. Thank you. And you want to take a picture? Okay, perfect. Front and center. There you go.
She got it.
Yeah, no,
She
she's
did.
not
She
yet.
did. We got it. We got it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, thank you very much for service.
Carl
Mr. Gerald,
Johnson.
appreciate all you did for us. Can we,
We're gonna take a picture with you.
yeah, so we're gonna have you stand in front and center, and there you go. Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you for
Thank you.
everything.
Thank you.
Ivor Jones.
Appreciate all you did. And you're gonna look right and straight ahead. Perfect. Thank you for your service.
Sandra Jones.
Mr. Jones, thank you for everything you did. And come back because we need you get your photo.
You want to take a picture with
That
you?
was a good try to get away from us, so that we don't let anyone.
Nobody escapes.
Walter K. Jones.
Okay.
James Jones, Jr.
Oh, okay.
Craig Keller.
Getting our steps on there.
Followed by Michael Kelly.
Mr. Kelly, appreciate your service. This is Ken for you. And we're going to put you front and center so you can get your picture. Appreciate all your
Thank you. Those are for you,
Here,
sir.
whoops, your citations.
There you go. There you go. Thanks. Mr. Kelly, did you say?
Bruce Carrick. Russell F. Camille, Jr.
Oh, brother, okay. And then appreciate all your service to our country.
Chief, congratulations.
And we're gonna put you front and center for your photo. We have to go back for your photo. Yeah.
Almost got it.
Yeah.
Can't get my sticker to stay on.
That's okay. We appreciate all that you did. And again, I know we shook hands, but thank you for your service.
Dwight A. Knowles.
Thank you so much. And we're gonna put you here for a photo. Perfect. Okay.
Which one are we looking?
Straight.
Yeah. Everywhere at once.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're so grateful. Thank you.
Wayne Q.
Can you, Mr. Knowles, can we put you right here for a photo? Okay. Make use of talent, Mayor.
Okay.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
Hi.
Hi.
Michael Mickey Cross.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
And sir, we're gonna put you right in the middle.
Oh, we get it in here?
Yes, because look at all these people that wanna take your picture.
I hope not.
There you go. You smiled. We got you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you all.
I know who you are.
Robert W. Hurst.
Right here. Can I give you this pen too?
It's a big week for you.
All right. All right, we got you. We got you. I'm gonna take that. And you're good.
Thank you.
You're good. Thank you for everything. Of course.
Thank you for your service.
Frederick Brett J. Kaczynski.
Mr. Chris, thank you for your service. And we're gonna get you right in the center.
Come right here.
Photo.
Yep.
Where's your daughter?
Do you want to take a picture?
That's okay.
Val
She's right there. She's
Oh,
right
okay.
there.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Mark Gordon Levine. Gerald Lewis.
We just played.
Yeah.
We beat that kid the other day.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm right back, yeah.
Daniel
Thank you for
R.
your service.
We
Lee.
appreciate your service. Thank you. Okay, come right here and we're.
I will.
There you go.
Two beautiful ladies.
Here we are, Mark, again.
Oh, Mike,
Good to see you.
thanks a lot.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your service.
You're very welcome.
Frederick Lugal.
Here's a pen for you.
Yeah, it's in there. Okay. Portion of it? Okay, okay. We'll do it. Appreciate your service.
Thank you for your service.
Okay, so
then
you're gonna go here.
I'm next. Thank you for your service.
He's got an agenda, but we want to get his picture taken, so you
Yep.
gotta look at this young lady right there.
Yes, absolutely.
William
Thank you so much.
Marzari.
You got your citation.
Citation.
There you go.
Thank you so much for your service. Thank you. We're going to put you right here for your photo. Perfect.
Want to grab a picture?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Again.
Thank you very much for your service.
Paul V. Marchito.
Mr. Milazzi, appreciate your service. So cute. There you go. Perfect. Appreciate all you do. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Connor Martin.
Is that your grandchild? That's great. Thank you for your service. Can we put you in the middle for a photo? All right. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
John
Your citations.
Marza.
Getting a refill.
More ammo.
That's fun.
Leonard Maselli.
Here's a picture.
This one also appreciate your service. Wait, we've got to, you cannot get out of your picture. There you go.
Thanks, Sean.
Raymond F. Massey.
Thanks for telling your story.
I just want to commend you all for putting the program together. It was a wonderful thing, you know.
I'm so glad you enjoyed
I
it.
knew it was Haven was about 9.
Come here. Let's get you front and center because you're not getting away without it.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your service.
Freddie McKnight.
Mr. Massey, appreciate all you did for us. Thank you. We're going to get you right here for your photo because nobody escapes. Thank you so much. Right, there you go. Thank you. Absolutely.
Edward McMillan.
And we're going to put you right in the front and center for a photo.
Francis P. Meyer.
Yeah, I know, it's faster here.
John Moore.
For your service.
We're going to put you right here for a photo. Very good. Appreciate all you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
William J. Morris.
I know a lot of them. So Freddie's my grandfather's best friend. We all play like bingo and speed. Thank you for your service, Mr. Moore.
I haven't seen you lately.
Mr. Moore, every time I know you, you'll be there. You'll be there. You'll be there.
If I had more time, I got more stories.
I bet you do. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mike Knight.
Looks pretty fit.
They know each other.
I saw him last week.
He's got a strong grip.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Anything political. It's like an almanac. Just look.
Angelo Narduzzo.
Mr. Muhammad, appreciate your service. We're going to put you here because we got to get your picture. Appreciate all you do for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Raymond J. Norris.
Mr. Murphy, thanks for all you do. put you right here because you can't get away without your picture.
Hugh Oliver.
Thank you.
Charles Ortiz.
Thank you.
Mr. Oliver, appreciate all you did for us. Thank you for your service. Thank you.
We're going to get you back for your photo right there. Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
James Pandaroo.
Mr. Ortiz, appreciate all you did for us. Thank you. We're going to put you front and center. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
John R. Kowalski.
Thank you for your service. Appreciate all you did for us. I need you back for the photo. Come back here. Wonderful. Thank you for all that you
Thanks,
did.
Jim. Yeah, you too.
Alexander Pericus.
Mr. Perot, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for your service. Can we put you right here for a photo? You cannot get out of it. Come back, come back. Okay, perfect. Appreciate all the
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Eugene Perna.
Mr. Perot, appreciate your service. Great, appreciate all you did for us, and you have citations over here. Perfect, okay.
Thank you, dear.
Michael Heimer.
Mr. Perna, appreciate your service. Thank you. All right, you got it down. Perfect.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This person's wired.
Ralph Pratt.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for everything that you've done. We appreciate it. And we're going to put you front and center right here. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service, Mr. Creed. Hi, Mr. Creed.
Michael
Thank you for
A.
your service. We're
Rios.
so grateful. Put you right here. We're great. We're doing great. It's very exciting. Okay. Appreciate all you did for us.
Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Carol
For your service.
Quesnell.
Mr. Bruce, thank you for all that you did for our country. So grateful to you. We're going to put you here for a photo. You got lots of. And you have your citations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Joseph Quinn.
We're gonna put you right. Appreciate all you did for us. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
I'll shake it again.
You don't have to shake twice.
William Ramos.
Love the hat.
It's great.
Beautiful.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Rafael Reyes.
And we're gonna have you take a picture. We're gonna have you look straight at that young lady.
Thanks.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you for your service, Mr. Reyes.
Thank you for your service. Here's a given for you.
David Rickey.
And we're gonna
We're
have
gonna
you.
take a picture with you.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
But wait, I think, let's take one more.
Okay.
She wants to take one. Yeah.
Lovely.
Very
Thank you
proud,
so much.
very proud granddaughter.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at this guy.
Marty Richards.
Appreciate your service, Claire. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
And we're gonna have you stand this way, okay? Appreciate all you do.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you for your service, Mr. Richards.
Keep the help coming.
Yeah.
Donald Reardon.
Mr. Richards. Put you right here for a photo.
Oh, he would never deny stand between two beautiful women.
There you
Kidding?
go. Perfect. Can I stay here or go? And now you gotta go. Okay. There you go. How you doing? How you doing? So we're gonna get through this. Hey, we're gonna be in the essence of the room.
James
Mr. Reardon, we
Robbins.
really appreciate it. I know. God bless you. All right, we're gonna look right there. Perfect. Appreciate everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take
Wait,
care.
wait, wait.
For your service. No,
Too
it's
big
okay.
and.
No, it's not. Mr. Robbins, appreciate your
Kevin
service.
Rogers.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Run away.
Take that with you. There you go.
You're welcome. Thank you.
For your service, Mr. Rogers.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Donald Russo.
Mr. Rogers, appreciate all you do. There you go. I'm glad. We're happy to hear it.
Good to see you.
They're one of the best in the country.
They
The
are.
best.
You take care.
There you go. You got it.
Louis Russo.
Thank you, Mr. Russo, for your service.
Thank you for your service. We have a pin for you.
Mr. Russo, appreciate all you did for us. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Henry Saunders.
We're gonna put you
Wait,
here.
son. Take a picture. See, you're the star of the family tonight, right?
George Schlauder.
House? Nope.
Daniel R. Searless.
Keep going. Listen.
Francis Shafransky.
No. So France, we might thank you for your service. And you're gonna just take a picture. Hang on one second.
Awesome.
Appreciate all
Thank
your
you for everything. Yeah.
Here's a pin for you, sir.
Alan
This is
T.
for Searles. Appreciate
Shaw.
all you did for our country.
Over here.
Sure, you cannot get away from
I
that.
think you got Kara looking too.
Perfect.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, those are fair.
Thank you.
William J. Simonetti.
Thank you for everything you've done. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for your service.
Okay, we're gonna get our picture together. Perfect. Take your citations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I will see you.
And you.
I got a pen for you.
Donald W.
Mr.
Smith.
Simonetti, appreciate all you Wait,
Come, we're gonna take your picture.
Come back, you can't get out of that.
Like a
part.
model.
There you go.
You're gonna make my wife jealous.
Exactly.
Finally get to see you.
Very much.
Picture on your flyer.
Really? Well, nice to see you.
This is my first event in 64 years.
Oh, my goodness. Well, very powerful, Mr. Smith. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Long overdue and well deserved.
Exactly. Welcome home.
Michael Stapleton.
Okay. All right, hang on, continue. There you go, you're good.
I just don't
Yep.
move too far without that.
Yep, no, you don't.
Ronald Stewart.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take your time.
Do you happen to have a brother Tom? Pardon? Do you have a brother Tom? No, we have two cousins. Army.
Okay, thank you.
Hi,
Hi, how are you, Mrs. Stewart? Thank you for your service.
Kevin Sullivan.
Mr. Stewart, appreciate all you do. Thank you for your service. We're gonna put you front and center, and you're gonna look at that young lady.
That's everybody.
Perfect. Appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
There's a pen for you right
Appreciate
there.
your service, sir.
Here's a pen.
Take that.
Paul Suzuki.
Okay, no, you cannot run away. You gotta get back and do your picture.
I'm standing between the two of you.
Come on.
This is going to national
It
database.
does.
National news.
Celebrity for 5 seconds. Yeah, take your citations. All right.
Thank you.
Guy C. Theophilo.
Almost there.
Neil H. Thomas.
I think it's okay. Okay,
We're gonna take a
we need
picture
to
with us.
take a picture.
There you go.
Appreciate all you do.
Thanks for everything.
Fail.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Tripod. It's a lot to negotiate, you know? Just go over. Well, they're trying to. Having difficulties. Mr. Thomas, appreciate all that you did for our country. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your service.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's
We're going to
great.
take a
Yep.
picture with
Go
you.
ahead. There you go. All right.
Stay right in the
Gotta
picture,
look at the-
Tom.
Perfect. And we have a citations for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Anthony Artuli.
Mr. Turner, appreciate all you did for us. We're going to put you right here.
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, right in the middle.
There you go.
Thanks for everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
William D. Vernon. James B. Villano Jr.
Mr. Vernon,
Thanks for your service.
One of many.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you
all
for
you
everything.
John B. Vinci.
Hi, Mr. Fulani. Thank you for your service. We're so grateful. Thank you. I will do that.
Wait,
You have to get your picture taken. Come on. Yeah, no, we don't want to leave anybody out. This lady's taking them too. So nice. Okay.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you for your service.
Robert Walker.
Mr. Vinci, thank you for everything that you've done for us. We appreciate it.
And thank you for giving us a great deliverance.
There you go. Yes, thank you. Great job. All right, we're going to turn this way. All right. Appreciate everything.
Thank you.
Citations.
Thank you. No, she is a good one.
She's very smart.
Donald Wendt.
Mr. Walker, appreciate all you did for us. Thank you.
Great hat.
Thank you.
Turn around, we're going to
No, right here. Come on, come on. Okay.
Come all the way up here. Okay.
Appreciate all you
Here's
did.
your whip.
There you go. You got it, you got it, you got it.
Robert W. Wesson.
Mr. Lynn, appreciate all you did for us. Thank you.
You know,
That's
you got a
good.
pretty cool daughter there.
Yeah, exactly.
Taught her everything I know.
There you go. Good for you. She taught you a few things too, I'm sure.
For your service.
Thomas Whitlock.
Appreciate your service. Appreciate all you did for us.
Thanks for your service. Good to see you.
Okay, we're gonna look this way.
Kenneth Wyden.
Got a great daughter.
That's great. Oh, of course, my pleasure.
Thank you very much for your service, sir.
Edward Wolfowitz.
Beautiful. Green pen, thank you. You've got ladies taking pictures. Perfect.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you.
Citations.
Thanks for everything.
Oh, Mr. Wolfowitz.
You like the poem?
Awesome.
You like the poem I wrote?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Really great.
Joseph.
Appreciate all you did for us.
Oh,
and
you're
thanks
welcome.
for making our celebration.
Great job.
My pleasure.
Beautiful
Thank
job.
you. Thank you. Thank you for having the ceremony.
Of course.
Did you like the poem I wrote?
I loved it.
You did.
I loved it.
Good.
It was great.
Well done.
Thank
Thank
you. We're
you.
gonna put you in
Take a picture with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
These are for you, Ed.
Whip.
Okay, thank you.
Michael Zanosko.
We're gonna take a picture with you.
Front and center, right there, perfect. Appreciate all you did for our country.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, good. He's coming right now. Okay, perfect. And then I'll make sure everybody's all set. Yes, Mr. Tash, you need to.
Is there anyone's mate who hasn't been called?
Thank you for your Mr. Zanosko,
Now you
thank
wanna
you
come
for
up?
your
Come
service.
up.
We're so grateful. Okay. Thanks for your service. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, tell her I said hello.
Are you, okay, all right, there you go. Do we, okay, we're gonna go this way? Okay.
Okay. We'll be right back. All right, go ahead.
What do we do?
No problem.
All that out, okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
Angela Agostini.
Hey, Al. Thanks for your service. Doing okay? Yeah? We want to take a picture with you.
You gotta,
Want me to
you gotta
stand
go
right
this
there?
way, look
All right.
that way.
Okay, ready?
Perfect.
Thanks,
Thank
Al.
you so much. Thank you for your service.
Robert Delahammer.
All right. Wonderful, thank you so much.
Some support for my brother Robert.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Here you go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate all your help. It made a difference.
Thank you so much. This is for my brother Robert.
Very nice. Thank you.
Come on.
All right. And then the gentleman sitting back there, he's, we were on it.
That was my brother.
All right, so we never leave anyone on the battlefield, and I know sometimes it can be difficult to hear. So we want to make sure that every veteran has been recognized. Did we not call your name, or did you not hear your name? Because we don't want to leave anybody on the battlefield. So anyone that we missed? Going once. All right, so a couple of housekeeping things. First, if by chance we either spelled your name wrong or you got the wrong citation when you went up, just please see these folks over here before you go, and we will get all of that straightened out for you. And if you got a citation that's blank, it means that we just didn't know you were coming, which is fine, and we will make sure that we have the correct citation for you. Also, if you would like to see the photos that our office took of every one of our speakers and everyone who was honored, you can just look on the back of your program, and there's the Lieutenant Governor's Flickr page. And if you have any difficulty finding that, just ask your grandkids and they'll show you where that is. All right. And we also want to make sure that we retire the colors. So we're going to invite our honor guard to come and retire the colors if they're here. And we are going to invite everyone to join us in the cafeteria because the mayor has made sure that you have very nice refreshments after the ceremony. I am not seeing the honor guards, so we're going to leave the colors where they are, but we have, oh, no, they're here. They're here. Okay, great. So would you please stand for the retiring of the colors?
Cherry colors. Move. Colors right. Move. Forward. Up. Yellow. Yellow left. Right. Left. Yellow left. Right. Left. Walk.
Can we have a round of applause for the police honor guard? And let me just say what an honor it has been to meet each of our servicemen and women and to meet your families. It's such a pleasure for the mayor, the governor, and I to represent you every day, and for our legislators as well. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and please enjoy the reception.
Excuse me. Oh,
Yes.
So I call your office tomorrow and order, is that what that means?
Yeah, and if you tell, hang on.
Okay.